So today we're going to talk about the pot. And in my years of doing this kind of work, the more relatable, or actually the more ridiculous I make an example of something, the more likely the person that I'm talking about it with is likely to remember it. So this is actually to your benefit, but I'm sure that there's probably lots of actual smart people sounding clinical literature around this, but we're just going with this today. So today we're talking about the pot, and what the pot is, right? When I'm talking with my clients, and again, because I primarily work with first responders and men, and sometimes there's a little bit of a lag in understanding emotions because y'all have been socialized to not feel your feelings at all. I talk about the pot, and what the pot is all of the stress, positive, negative, whatever the case may be, all of the feelings, all of it, right? When it gets to a boil, and you got to lift the lid a little bit to let some of the steam out. Now, the steam can be venting your frustration. The steam can be crying. And fun fact, if you didn't know, that the chemical makeup of the tears that you cry when you cut an onion is actually different than when you when you experience an emotion. So like if you were to like put that tear under a microscope, it looks different. But also when I say lifting the lid, right, it might be to vent, right? Coming to therapy and talking about things, processing things, whatever kind of language you want to use. All of us have so much we can take before we need to lift the lid, let the steam out. If that's not going to be something that's productive for you, right? So like there are times and places where it's okay to let the steam out, and there are times and places where it is not okay. I can't decide any of that for you. But the point is like knowing that like you can only reach so much. And I think I've talked about this before too, when I talked about like a crisis can only get so hot until it kind of plateaus. Lifting the lid is actually to your benefit. Doing some coping skills to help you manage those emotions. Again, talking to a therapist, a friend, a partner, whatever. But like just let it out sometimes. Sometimes you gotta let it out, because pushing it down, it ends up as a shit explosion versus just like lifting the lid and getting a little steam. That was our talk. Good one.